Shout out to Canada, those on my blow. Shout out to Philly, the city that's fucking gritty. Ain't nobody in the city that's really been fucking with me. Got my arms in the knot, career in the dot. Just signed on the line and a nigga won't stop, can't stop.
Some bullshit.
You be on that bullshit. You on that 718, can't get a
the licking. He really wanna fuck me cause you know that rem is different. That pussy but I purr like a little kitten. He begging, asking me to let him stick the tip in.
Welcome back. And I am your host, Mr. Chop. And today we are here to talk about Bad Boys Houston. And let the crowd go wild. So, tonight's episode on Bad Boys Houston, this is episode 3. We had a lot of BS occur. So I'm just going to talk about all the situations. I'm really not going to go forward, like, as far as in order. So first things first. Let's talk about Raz B and the whole Akbar, or I don't know, y'all. I'm really not trying to be smart. I really can't say this man name, Akbar or whatever. Excuse me. So, you know, Akbar, he ends up fighting Big Lou, which I really like. Big Lou is irritating. Like, they need to just not bring him back. He tries too hard. He fights Big Lou because basically Big Lou gets into his situation regarding Chef D, which I can't stand Chef D either. He's like so cheesy as far as like his look, his attitude, his everything. So Big Lou and Agwan is arguing because he's basically saying like, are you happy? Like, did you do your big one? And you know, basically Chef D is trying to be ignorant. And I'm not gonna lie, I like Agwan because he speak his mind. Like, he do not care about who you are or what the situation is. And you know, basically, long story short, what's his name? Not Big Lou, but Chef D ends up fighting Agwan a little bit. And you know, security end up like grabbing him and shit. Everybody was trying to say Agwan lost, but it was just like, I don't feel like he lost in the Chef D situation because it wasn't even really like a fight. Just like with Chef D and Anthony. Hold on, y'all. I'm at work and I got a customer. Hold on. Okay, my bad, y'all. And if y'all hear the little like raw shopping music in the back, I'm at work. Like I said before, I work at a phone store, so like the little music is always on in the back. But yeah, so basically, like, I don't feel like Chef D and Agwan, like, I don't feel like that was a lose situation to add to Agwan's like roster or anything like that. But anyway, after, you know, Agwan and fucking what's his name, Chef D was arguing, then some way somehow Lou eased his way into it because he kept saying somebody's jumping somebody, etc. Lou just was trying to insert himself into it. Moral of the story. Then after that, Lou and Agwan end up fighting. I would say out of everything, because the first one, it looked like they was kind of tap dancing. Like, I don't know if y'all tried to, and I seen Agwan get that face shot in. So one of those fights I'm giving to Agwan. Like, I don't care because one, they really didn't fight to me till like the last fight when like Agwan tried to bounce up and then Lou like pounded his head and then he like flew to the ground or something. That was really like, for me, that was like, all right, yeah, you got your ass whooped. Like, you get what I'm saying? But I like in this situation how Agwan was like, listen, when they start talking at the pool table, and I forgot, Lou started saying something, and he was like, yeah, whoa, and then fucking, what's his name, Raz B was like, well, da-da-da-da-da-da, and Raz B basically was trying to buck up on Agwan, and I'm like, don't do that just because he lost, because everybody can't beat everybody. So it's just like, you get what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Now you trying to boss up because he lost, but before he had hands, you probably wouldn't have bossed up. And in this situation, Agwan basically was like, don't say nothing just because you won. I'll keep going with you. And then, everybody in their little confession was like, oh, why you just chill out? All this other stuff. And then, what's his name? Raz V and Agwan had their little words, whatever. I really didn't like how I didn't like this whole episode. I didn't like Raz B's thought process. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm sorry, I had to drink my juice. Y'all ever had that sparkling ice? That shit is fire. It tastes like a soda, but it's not. And it got like antioxidants in it. It's real good for you. And it's juice. But no, like, it was just so crazy to me because, like, all right, after that, basically, Anthony and them friends, it didn't happen this order, but it kind of happened this order in a sense. I feel like, to me, they went to talk to Anthony. Anthony face is all messed up. Darrell is like, oh my God, woo, woo, woo. Anthony friend comes to the door, I guess because Anthony called them. And he was like, that was my friend. I just wanted to make sure he was all right, etc., etc. His friend comes to the door, end up knocking. Everybody ends up getting outside, basically. And Lou runs up to the guy. You see him do like a pat, pat, pat. And then the guy like flew into the seat. They was fighting for real in the passenger seat. Then that got broken up. Jonathan's trying to go crazy and all this other stuff. And then everybody talking about their life, feel like they in danger. And I understand because y'all filming a TV show, so why make it like super hood or get super hood when it doesn't need to go that far? But moral of the story, Anthony friend got beat up. Darrell ends up like crying in the confessional because he was like, it hurts your heart when you gotta sneak your friend out the back and woo woo woo, and then he started crying. But I'm like, Darrell, like, are you and Anthony even cool? Like, last time I checked, you and Anthony are not cool. So I understand he probably got love in his heart for Anthony because they allegedly all lived together before and etc. But I don't know. It just was a lot. Like, I don't know. I just felt like Anthony should have like just walked out the house freely and just fought everybody. And if he got tore up, he got tore up. Because basically, what happened to Rio, basically what happened to Anthony, if Anthony just tried to walk out the house by himself, but that just shows you that security didn't have everybody contained in their room for Anthony to walk out. But I do kind of feel like they did have everybody in their room and they just needed Darrell to be more dramatic. But hold up, y'all. I gotta drink my juice. But yeah, it was just like, I don't know. That part was what it was. They was playing basketball. The whole next day, they really talked about the whole situation. They on the basketball court. Who was it? Lou, Prince, Darrell. I forgot what Darrell was saying. He was like, don't I look like Shakira or something? No, Darrell was like one of the security guards. Was like, damn, who was that? And then Darrell turned around. They didn't know it was him from the side. He was like, yeah, it's giving back and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh my God, Darrell. Then, Lou, like, kind of recap. Later, they show, like, Lou and Jonathan talk. He was like, yeah, I just gotta do my shit, blah, blah, blah. That really wasn't about nothing. But I like their talks on Bad Boys because I feel like they articulate it more than Baddies. Like, Baddies, I feel like the girls really don't be wanting to talk about this after it's done. And it's just be like, it don't add no or anything to it. But you know what Zeus is good for? And I was thinking this last night because I watched Bad Boys at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I literally woke up out my sleep, y'all. And I was like, I never watched Bad Boys. And then, I rolled up my L, of course, because I always got weed in deck in the house. And yes, I watched Bad Boys at like 4 o'clock in the morning last night. They was screaming and all that. I'm like, I'm probably waking up my neighbors. But, anyway, but no. So then, they fighting and stuff like that. Well, not they fighting. I just tried to hop back into it. They had to talk, Jonathan and, not Lou. What's that guy name? JB something. Speaking of that, the intro, they should have just kept Milan. And I don't even like Milan's, like, content that he put out in general. But that song, that's a bad boy. Get a bad boy. Like, y'all should have just kept that as the song. It's nostalgic at this point. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, not Big Lou. What's the guy name? JB, the guy, the light skinned guy, the real light skinned guy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think they both got some type of Lou in their name or something. But anyway, you know, Jonathan called Akbar in there, and he talked about get your fucking ass out your room. And I don't know, me personally, like, don't get me wrong, I like certain parts of Jonathan, but ever since I heard about that hairdresser shit online with him, like, allegedly stealing the mic and stuff, like, not the mic, allegedly stealing, like, his glass mirror or something, and the way Jonathan responded, it kind of rubbed me wrong. And I was like, yeah, I kind of seen through Jonathan a long time ago. And Jonathan just, like, I don't know, he just, like, I understand you have hands and all that, but it's just like, that doesn't give you a right to talk to anybody however you want to. So I don't know. I just feel like Jonathan low-key be like, just be low-key like a mean guy or something. I don't know. But I heard a lot of people saying, you know, Jonathan going to be a bully on this season, and it's kind of looking like that. What else happened in this episode? Orlando Brown showed up a little bit. Who did Orlando Brown show up with, though? Because I remember he was like, oh, we got Orlando Brown. I forgot who else was in that scene with them. It was Orlando. It was like, I don't know, it was Orlando Prince, somebody. Orlando really didn't have like a lot of scenes in this episode. It was more like a cast episode. I don't know. Orlando and them said something. You know, basically Jonathan and the other guy, the light-skinned guy, they talked about how Akbar was gonna get his was gonna have to get his lick back or something, and how he got his ass whooped and all this other stuff. And I just was like, I don't know, but on next week's episode, it does look like Akbar, or whatever his name is getting his lick back. And then, you know, outside, I forgot who was talking to Lou. It was like Chef D, because you know Chef D, when Lou and, let's talk about this, when Lou and, what's his name, Akbar was fighting, it was more like Chef D jumped in there on the side, and I just was like, I don't understand that personally. Like, so he already was kind of mad. And then, you know, when the situation was happening outside, what's his name, Abwan just was like, you know, I'm going to my room because it don't concern me. I don't care. That's probably going to be my favorite. It's probably going to be him. I heard Prince turns a little fake throughout the season. It's going to be him. And it's going to be like Orlando. I don't really like Raz B like that, but I never had a problem with Raz B. But I'm not really liking, like, his take on things. Like, the way Raz B was explaining stuff last night, I was like, no, Raz B. Like, you don't think like that. Like, Raz B was, like, his whole thing, or what Raz B was saying was one-sided. When it came to, like, the Anthony stuff. Like, even when he went down to talk to Anthony, he was like, you kind of escalated through such and such. Like, first of all, what's his name? Chef D, Greasy D, was talking to, had jumped, not Akwan, had jumped Anthony outside. So why do you feel like Anthony had to come in humbled? Like, y'all lucky I didn't come through that thing with a knife in my ass crack and I was ready to just slice y'all up. Cause y'all just jumped me, for real. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody's just so you come in humble. I'm not coming in no type of way after Chef D and Jonathan big ass just jumped me like you're bucking. I'm gonna come in there with a knife probably taped to my ass crack or something. I'm slicing y'all these fuck up. Plain and simple. But anyway, yeah, so that was that. Anthony ends up leaving, but I think Anthony was supposed to come to the club or something. They did end up going out to the club. I think they stopped right there, but when it got to the club scene, the episode ended. But I really enjoyed this episode. Bad Boys is really, really good this season so far. It seems like it's not dragging. We will see. What else? Jonathan, his outfit, it was okay. Who else? Big Lou, I didn't like the whole vest stuff. what's his name? Agua. I don't know. This cast, like, as far as like dressing to me, this cast really doesn't give me like nothing when they get dressed. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe Prince might have some nice clothes every now and then, but as far as like everybody dressing on this season, or like Raz, I really don't be like feeling it. Like, Jonathan be having his some stuff, but sometimes I be wanting Jonathan to dress different too. Like, nobody's trying to see your shirt and abs all the damn time, or stomach all the damn time, because I don't know about the abs. Y'all all know that's a little shaky from that picture. But let me know, because I don't remember everything that's going to happen in next week. All I know is Agwan going to fight again. Do y'all think that Agwan is going to be like the new Stunner, as far as like people keep fighting him? Hopefully not. Hopefully we get different fights, because who else do we have fighting there? I don't know. I think maybe Prince going to get into it with one person, but I really feel like, now that I really think about it, I really feel like we might get a whole bunch of Agwan fights. I don't know. Let me know. No, but then Jonathan and Raz B got into it, so I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, like when. So yeah, basically. Oh, did y'all see the confessional when Orlando Brown was mocking how they was fighting the first time? Agwan and Big Lou. He was like, they was like, and he was like throwing hits in the air. I was like, yeah. Agwan did not lose no 4 rounds. Agwan lost maybe like 1 or 1.5 rounds. Cause the first like two fights was like, okay, what are y'all really doing? Like, it was giving me more of Dylan and William Baddis. Oh, I'm so glad they ain't bring William Baddis back this season. Thank the Lord. Anyway, who calling the work? I'm not answering the phone. Anyway, my bad. That was the phone dropping. Anyway, yeah, so let me, guys, subscribe to the TikTok so y'all don't have to pay for Zeus anymore. I will stream the episodes on whatever y'all want. Now that's TV too. Y'all just have to follow the TikTok so I can go live. Like, let's just stop being hard-headed, you guys. If this get 100 or something views, I expect 100 of you mother to follow the TikTok. So we can do this. Let's come on, let's get it live to get it going. Like, every week I will go live and stream episode season. We will have live days, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. Like, I'm about to be off for 2 days. If y'all was streaming the live, I would sit one of my phones, put in towards the TV and let it play all day, and I will buy Zeus. Y'all have to subscribe to the TikTok, which is The Reality Chop, or I think it's Reality Chop on there. That's it, and we can get it going. But anyway, y'all, that's all I have to talk about. I enjoyed the episode. I probably missed something on the whole, but it's cool. Anyway, I will see y'all next time. Next week I'll probably be high or something, because I probably won't be at work. But anyway, let's go. I'm out. It's your guy, Mr. Chop. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next week.